The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters.
Let's go to Carlos in California. Hey, Carlos, what's going on?
I want to thank you guys for all that you do for TFNN. I've been a Tiger for over 10 years. Actually, I started listening to you before I even speak a word of English.
Oh, really?
And the thing that captivated me was when you make like, rawr. I was like, wow, what is that?
That is so cool. And where are you from?
I didn't take it serious. I'm from the south, actually the northwest part of Mexico.
I love
right
it.
next to Guayabitos.
Okay.
It's close to Puerto Vallarta.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and I listen from there, and then when I arrived here, I married my wife, and then I keep listening to your radio station.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
It's such a great thing.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We hit the Dow right now at 14. NASDAQ, S&P's are flat. You got gold up 18. We got silver up 54. You get, let's see, copper's up 5 pennies. Bonds are down 18 ticks. You get King Dollar down 18 ticks. That's already rejected the lows 3 times today. Euro is up. All is great in Euro land. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And since we're going to start this off, I got to do it right now. And, you know, we got a new advertiser out there, folks, and it's Nadex, N-A-D-E-X, and it's binary options. And if you're watching, and these are so cool, man. So what you're going to see out here is first what we're going to do, because I got to pull this off quick. Well, here, first I guess I got to show you what I'm going to do. Yeah, I better show you first. Okay. So, no, you know what? I got to do it, and then I'll show you later because this thing's moving so quick. So first we're going to do, I'm going to go into the binaries, the S&P first. I'm going to go into the daily. And these are yes and no's, folks. That's how they work. They're yes and no's. So I'm going to go into a daily, and I'm going to say that, okay, we are at, let's see, 1345. So if you go into, I'm just going to go into 1341, and it's a yes or no trade. I'm going to say I'm going to sell one, and I'm going to sell that at 67.50. And what happens there? I'm risking $31 to make 68. That's the first one. Okay. Then I'm going to go and do a second one because you can do. There's more than I'm going to do a commodity. I'm going to go into the gold contract. Come on, baby. Oh, I got to get this quicker. Okay, so I'm going to go into the gold contract. I'm going to do a daily on the gold contract. Come on, baby. Where is she? There's gold. Okay. I'm going to do the gold contract. I'm going to do a daily on that. So gold's at 1530, and we're going to go 1530. 1570.
17.
17, yeah. 1746. Okay, so I'm going to go into the 1744. And I'm going to sell one of those also, and we take one, and that's going to be at 63. So what happens here is that I'm risking $37 to make 65. Okay, bingo. Now I'll tell you what we did.
There you go.
So, you know, it's interesting here. So I got 60.
Which is great. Trading live. Just
right.
like the original days.
I get sick. Well, yeah, this is a demo account, but we're going to have a real account up here in the next week and a half.
Yeah.
So I'm risking basically $65 to make a $1.20. And, you know, in that context, folks, okay, if we go over, and one of our tigers were talking about this yesterday, they're selling this news. And the news, folks, is that everything's cool in Europe. I mean, you know, the Greece is taking the haircut. It's amazing. So the amazing part about the Greece deal is that they're going to go on strike tomorrow. So Greek politicians strike an agreement for austerity, and what you have now picture what this definitely is a QE 3, 4, and 5 for Europe.
Yes.
Okay. Because what the European Central Bank is doing is that they've opened the collateral up again. So they've done this 3 or 4 different times. So now they're accepting T-shirts. If you got a T-shirt, they give you $1 million on a T-shirt.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, and no doubt about it.
You got our plane ticket set, right?
Totally. So anyway, in that context, folks, okay, You know, they're going to have some kind of a deal. And what this is a slow bleeding process. And it makes sense, because this is how these deals get done, period. You know what I mean? This is going to be a year, 2 years, 3 years, you know, the bottom line.
It's really how it gets done over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
There's no doubt about it.
How many more times can you float a piece of news?
Well, you know,
I guess you can find out you can float it, you know, every other day.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. It's gonna continue to float. You know, they get some good styrofoam, man. There's no doubt about it. Styrofoam is
I love it. I love it.
There's no two ways about that. You know, and so the amazing thing here, on this grease deal, though, folks, is that what you have is that they claim that they have it done, but the retirement part of it is not done quite right, and that they're going on strike tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, it's Friday.
Oh,
anyways,
man.
it's Friday. It's a good day to.
That's
a good day to go on strike.
You gotta love it. Let's go take a look at that dollar. So you had the dollar. You talk about volatility, man. Oh, baby, it was almost like today's Weird Wally Wednesday, and it's not. So look at this dollar chart right now.
Yeah.
You've had the spikes, and folks, this doesn't seem like a lot, okay? But in the currency market, you know, when you go from 78.75 down to 78.43, and you've done it 3 times.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not. I'm not talking about a lot of bread with a lot of leverage. You don't need a lot of leverage on a currency chart, you know, for what that's done.
Yeah.
And the number, though, this is what the number is for actual rejection. We haven't rejected lower price yet. This thing has to get up into 78.89. You know, it hasn't done it yet. Look at how it just hit it. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Now when it hit it hit it intraday, folks. Okay, but that's crazy, and that's the number we were talking about yesterday.
Right.
See, that is the next floor up. You know, amazing, absolutely amazing. You gotta love it. It's gonna, you know. Oh, Apple.
No, Apple. Because that's you know. It was taking you a little while. It's only trading up 860 right now.
No, this makes sense too. It totally makes sense, man. Because this is why, folks. You need Apple to be up 10 bucks as you know. If Apple's going straight up for $100, you need more believers. You need more buy, and you know, and that very well, you know. Is blowing the horn.
Got some juice behind it, though.
Oh, it does.
Like
7 million shares
already.
You know, exactly. Yeah. They're catching people. Period. You know, 7 million. This thing will do some big numbers today. You know, and
gapping up and volume.
And so you got now. So check this out. So it already tested the high on a 10-minute with 1.4 million versus 2.9. If it gets back inside the 484.44. Hey, Deke. Sell Apple. Sell it. Sell it, baby.
I knew he was listening this morning. He was celebrating.
I'm telling you, Deke. Sell that baby, and then you got to come bring me and Steve down to Sam Pro.
Oh, I love
it. Oh, man, I'm telling you. It's a wild one. Let's look at that gold contract. So gold.
Yeah. So now show folks what you were doing in gold, because we took a look at the SPYs.
Okay. So
your thoughts on how you were playing that.
Gold, I sold the 1744. Okay, 1744. So we're at 17. Yeah, that's what I sold. So we're at 1749. So this is how this trade works, folks. Gold has to close at 1744. Now, the way this works is that this is pit contract, so that is at 1:30 Eastern Time. If it closes above that, I lose $35. If it closes below that, I make $65.
Yeah.
That's the first trade. Now, yesterday, we did the same trade, and it was a nice score yesterday. It fell apart.
Yeah.
And now, let me show you what I did here. Okay, so what I did here on gold, all that gold was doing the exact same. You know, yesterday I was selling it against the high volume bar at 10 minutes past 10 on the 7th.
Right.
Today what I did, and then watch how this works, because it's crazy, folks, and I'm telling you, if you understand price and volume, even time in the trade, these things are a field day. They're a field day, man. Because what you have to do is you're putting this together with the odds together and the probability together inside the structure. And you're risking very little, okay? So what here is that, it had good volume, right?
Yes.
Now
yes.
that had...
You're talking this morning.
That's right.
Yes,
but that had good volume in the context of where you are now, okay? Now watch.
Correct.
You had 9,400, but 9,400, okay, was coming into 11,800.
Right.
From the downdraft of the third. And then if we turn around and we take, you're going to love this, man. This is sick.
Okay, so that's you're going all the way.
You got it. You got it. And then if we just take, there she is. We just take the retracement off this baby. Oh, my God. So it did a .786.
How's that happen?
Isn't that crazy? And so that's the trade. That's what you're looking at. You say, okay, 35 for, 65, I'll take the trade.
Yeah.
And then on the S&P, so let's see when the S&Ps, I forgot which one I sold now. 13 here, I find it though. 13, oh, I know, 1344, right? Okay. So
yeah, right.
Okay. Right. So now on the S&Ps, this is what we did in the S&Ps. Now you're going to love this. This is just amazing, actually. So on the S&Ps, I sold the 1344, and that was the same risk parameter. It was $35 to make 65. And so the way that works, folks, is that they're $100 increments. And I sold, if the S&P closes under 1344, I make 65. If it closes above it, I lose 35. That's at 415.
Right.
Okay? That's how that works.
Right.
Now, on the S&P, what I was doing is that if you're looking at, this is the future you're actually looking at, you can see every single one of these lows have high volume.
Yeah.
So that's just saying, okay, listen, you close down 2 points, you got action.
Right.
And you can open, folks, you come over to our website at TFNN, hit the Nadex banner, you can open a demo account and, look at the videos and see how this works, because it's... it's a new exchange, and you can trade crude oil, you can trade all the commodities, you can trade the indices, you can trade currencies.
Overnight, you can trade Europe.
Yeah.
Europe, Asia. It's got all the indices in there.
And as to how much the trades are $3. That's what it comes down. $3. What I did find out is this. So what happens is this. Is that intraday, folks, what also happens is that if you come in the money, they do change and you get in the money. However, what happens is that because they're yes or no trades, the money goes up astronomically at the close. Maybe you asked me yesterday.
That's right.
So I was watching it. So I'll give you an idea of yesterday. What ended up happening yesterday on the selling the gold is that, sold one, it was, I think it was the same thing. It was 35.65, right?
Yeah.
But right before the expiration, it was still, I would only get about $20, $25, and then bang, it went to 65.
Yeah.
So, the more we understand them, we'll see where that spread comes out. But what you're looking for, what I would say at this particular point is that what you're looking for specifically is you're looking for the yes or no answer at the end of the expiration. And those expirations, by the way, hourly, daily, weekly, so it's a whole ball of wax. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, and, it's almost Groundhog Day. We'll see whether it's going to be Groundhog Day
Apple
again.
up $9.
$9, good.
Almost $10.
Put it up 20. We need it up 20 and then give it up.
Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shree's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing. But what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while actually reducing your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns, making missed opportunities a thing of the past. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of The Money Game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game, risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We get the Dow down 6, Nasdaq's up 5, S&P's are off 2.5. And, folks, this afternoon at 4:30, I'm going to have Dick Beauvais on. Dick is a bank analyst, and, you know, what a perfect time to have him on because he is not too happy right now with the settlement that the banks are doing. And he is phenomenal in his research. And so that's going to be this afternoon at 4:30. And then tomorrow, if you do happen to be in the Orlando, Tampa area, even Florida, I'm going to be at the Money Show, 11:30 to 12 o'clock, signing books for Traders Press. If you do happen to go there and buy a book off Traders Press, you will get 2 free webinars, which are a $300 value. And it's only going to be there, folks. Yeah. But come on by and say hi. Yeah. You're not there growling and prowling. So I'll miss you tomorrow morning.
That's okay, baby. Got you covered.
I'm going to miss the crash. Huh? I get the trades on.
That's okay. We'll plug you in live. We'll plug you in live.
It's all over but the crying.
We'll plug you in live.
We'll see. We'll see if we get some volume here. Now the spies have some volume already. Where the spies right now are at 44 million, so we just did 3 million on the spies in 3 minutes. How you like that? And that's what it takes, folks. We did 160 million yesterday, and we're at 44 million with 55 million with 55 minutes into the marketplace. That's action, baby. And, you know, the way that these things come, they're going to come out of nowhere because the bulls are complacent right now. And you know what blows my mind is that there's no doubt, and this is how it works, too. There's no doubt about it. The bulls, I guess everyone has a very short memory, but they seem to think that markets can continue up every single day on no volume. It really is. It just blows my mind. You know, and it's just normal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, folks. But let me tell you something. In this way, you're going to separate the fact from the fiction. And when someone tells you that, just go back and you have to absolutely know nothing about technical analysis. Just go back and look at what has happened with markets. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, what's kind of cool, not kind of cool. What is cool is during the opening hour that I do from 9 to 10 o'clock.
Yes.
I'll go take a look at what's popping or what's dropping in the markets. Okay.
Yes.
And so it's just live.
Right.
Okay. And it's easy to pop up a screen, go take a look at where how it's coming down into a candle with volume or a swing point. When it's fallen out of bed, and we're seeing things being picked off one at a time. Some of them come back to the October 4th area.
Oh, yeah.
And whether you're using volume, swing points, you're using Fibonacci area, and so it's so great. It's not like we're searching for anything. It's just a matter of popping something up on the screen. And
no doubt.
They usually have a pattern.
I was thinking of you at 3 o'clock this morning.
You were?
I was.
Oh, man.
I was. Yeah, so picture this, folks, okay? This is wild, I'll tell you, man. You got to love life. I mean, life, life, folks, okay? And you know what this key is, okay? And we talk about it a lot. Number one, you want to do what you want to do. Let me tell you, if I've learned anything in life, okay, and if you're going to be in the market, get good at it. And you need the discipline, and you know what, Steve and I, we have a certain way that we think that, it should be traded. But it all comes down to money management, though.
Yeah, it does.
It really absolutely comes down to money management.
It does.
And, in that context, right, let me tell you a story what happened this morning, right? And this is really cool, folks, because I can tell you, and the progression in the last 20 to 25 to 30 years, just in life in general. So, we got Harley, Angie and I got Harley, great German Shepherd, just great dog, period.
How long have you had him?
1 year we've had him now.
Okay.
Now he's 16 months old now.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
And so picture something. These dogs are so smart, folks, okay, that, they just take you apart in about 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So he has me,
okay.
He can take
That's right. He's got you on the leash.
Oh, he can take me. He's got me on the leash in a second. He can take me apart in a second. And it's hilarious because, Angie, he'll act one way with Angie, another with me.
Okay,
and so
that's cool.
Angie will say, I can't believe this dog has you on a leash. And he does. And so what happens is this, is that in the middle of the night, he likes to go out and growl and prowl. And it's cool. I don't care about getting up in the middle of the night.
Right.
And so what ends up happening now, what happens with shepherds in particular, they have, especially when you train them, everything, if you train them and you're consistent, it's amazing. So now he's consistent, okay, at, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, let's
go. I want to go out and, and what he does, he'll hang outside for 2 or 3 hours, watching everything.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of you this morning because I'm saying to myself, man, oh man, look at this. I'm watching the market. I'm saying to myself, Steve's probably out there watching the market. But the cool thing is, folks, is that you don't even have to watch the market as much as I used to watch it years ago. Because everything's in. I just look, here we go.
That's right.
It's wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you being out there growling and prowling, folks. We have the Dow down 21, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's off 4. We're going to bring it back.
Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow right now down 27. NASDAQ off 10. S&Ps are off 4. And let's see what kind of juice we have here, because bottom line, folks, is that the bears have not been able to sell it down with conviction. The bulls have not been able to. Well, the bulls have got the price up, but with no juice. Now, folks, we have action. 600 million in the NASDAQ, folks, within an hour. Yes. Get out of the way.
Now, of course, we know Apple's got some juice in it this morning. What's leading? We know Apple's leading on the way up.
NDX. Let's see what we got.
What do we got on the
inside the NDX? Come on, baby. Where is she? Okay, so inside the NDX. You got News Corporation taking it down, Staples, Sigma Aldrich, and Research in Motion. Bringing it up, you got Akamai Technology, Alexa Pharmaceutical, Whole Foods, and First Solar.
So no real leadership moving it down.
Let's see. News Corporation,
RAM is
52. Well, she's coming down with volume. Yeah, News Corporation's coming down with volume. She had a swing point of 4.3 million.
Yeah.
She's doing
that's the daily chart, so she's already doing.
Yeah, she's doing 2.7. So it's going to be a longer day out here. That's the bottom line. But I suspect what we're going to see as this baby starts, the locomotive is moving through the station right now. Let me just see the futures for a second. So. There she is. You got the sellers, folks. Let me tell you something. The sellers are there. There it is, right there. Look at that. 92,000 contracts in the future market. That 92, folks, is coming into a swing point with 62. It's going to blow it away. We're at 1341. You're going to see 1338 get blown away in the next minute and a half. When you get something like this, this is not... What happens with a futures trader, well, I'd say it's more than just a futures trader, but when you see a sell-in like that,
right,
they hit it more than once, man. That is not... This is ammunition. This is money. Sell it fast, sell it furious. Wild, man. Let's go to Michael in Palm Harbor. Hey, Michael, what's going on?
Hello, Tom. I was just looking at the TV. You was talking about nat gas. Is now the time to buy it? And I've never bought anything like that before. What's the best way to buy that?
Well, do you trade futures?
No.
No. Okay. Well, let me just see something. You got... Then that would mean that you would be taking a look at the UNG, and UNG, when they come out with it, they just spiked UNG. Yeah, this is a joke. I know, exactly. All what they just did there, they took everyone's stops out.
I watched your show the other day about all these trucks that they're going to all that nat gas now. So that sounds pretty promising in a lot of ways, for the environment and for the use of nat gas. But
well, what you have is this. I mean, this is just a trade, but I'd buy the UNG. That's the bottom line. The UNG wants to go up to 598, and you're at 517 right now, and they spiked it to 512. And that spike was actually a buy. They were selling it to buy it, because if you go over to the future contract, you look at the future contract, what you have inside the future contract is that it's at 246 right now, and that baby, bottom line wants to get into higher price.
So wait till it goes back to what?
Wait for nothing. Buy it.
Okay, it's good right now. It's at a real low point right now then.
There you go, man.
All right, thank you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. The UNG is going to give him a 1K. K1. He makes a good point here, but what happens?
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. If you're, I pay 37%. It doesn't. When you're day trading, folks, you don't pay capital gains. I wish I could pay capital gains. On the gold stocks, a couple of them I had capital gains, but on everything else, it's 37%.
Right.
So I don't. K1s, I can stack them up to the ceiling, man. Oh man, I'm telling you. Okay, let's go take a look at the gold contract. Gold contract out here. What is she doing? Okay. So she's at 1747. This is going to be interesting. So she spiked the highs, couldn't hold them. So she has, this is what you have with gold right now, folks. The first spike up was going into the downdraft from 7 days ago. Now, what she already did is she got to a higher high, had lighter volume, so she doesn't have to get up there again. And now it's going to be hard, though. It's going to be hard to break down
below what, 1730?
Oh yeah. Even 1740. I think even 1740. You're gonna need a seller on the way down. So we'll see how that rocks and rolls. But I suspect it's going to happen. The reason being is that they're doing everything possible to try to keep this dollar down. But the dollar doesn't want to stay down. It's crawling its way back inside this deal, and that what that has to do with, I suspect, is the amount of actually demand for dollars and for dollar bonds.
Right.
When you're issuing as many dollar bonds as they are across the world in different countries across the world, well, bottom line is that you issue dollar bonds, you need the dollars in order to do it.
Yeah.
And then you need the dollars to pay the interest. So what also happens is that once those bonds get issued, you actually need more dollars to pay the interest on the bonds. And when Canada did it, let's see, today's Wednesday, they did it Monday, the demand was 3-to-1.
Yeah.
3-to-1. There was 3 times more people wanted to buy
King dollar
in bonds. Because see, what ends up happening is this. Watch how this works. This is pretty neat, actually. The larger funds that are buying them, they get exposure to Canada, which they want.
Yes.
with dollar.
Okay, right.
So
it's
it's
kind of a nice,
because you got to remember something. When they're doing it, they're not doing this on a technical basis, folks. What they're doing is they're looking at the fundamentals, and they're saying, okay, the fundamentals of Canada are really good.
Right.
Big resource country.
Right.
They got their act together, and they're saying, this is great. I'm going to get paid in dollars, so I don't have the currency risk.
That's right.
And I'm putting the trade on a country that I like, versus going over and buying a dollar bond off a European country.
Correct.
That's more trouble.
Yeah.
People still doing it, but I would say that's much more risky than buying a dollar bond off Canada.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you get the yen has really made a nice move off of this bottom, and no intervention that we know about.
Okay.
Not that there's not something that's in there, but it's really looking for the yen to get down and test the lows from October 31st. But it got just a little bit below the 786 retracement. But has, come off nicely, continuing just to, weaken, and crawl up.
I know.
But it's going to, once it gets up to that $78 area again, it's kind of been in this consolidation pattern here for a bit.
Look at that, man. And,
it has had a nice move. Boy,
when that comes off the bottom, that's going to be a trade.
When it does,
Right?
When it does, because it's, it's all-time lows.
Damn.
All time. Take that thing back.
It's got to be a suffocation, for country. I mean, the companies there.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Absolutely. Especially when they're trying to do business overseas.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Especially in you're talking a country where they're always thinking long term.
Yes.
But this long term,
seriously,
this is kind of like, okay, enough of the long term.
Yeah. Totally.
But they tried the short term relief by having the finance minister step in, but that hasn't worked.
No.
And it would be easier if you had the correlation where as King Dollar were going up, then the U.S. markets would go up. If you had that correlation, it would be easier for them to get the U.S. on board to help weaken their currency.
Oh, it certainly would.
Yeah.
It certainly would. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Apple wants to go up $20. Apple is probably going to... what you may see out here today, folks, is a blow-off on Apple, because we're at 9 million shares already. So Apple would have to, let's see, blow-off would have to almost do 70 to 80 million to be a blow-off. So I don't think it's going to do that many shares. But you never know. We're at an hour and 15 minutes. What happens with a blow-off, folks, is that what you're looking for is this. It did 34 million. So you're looking, that was gap way on the 25th. You did 44 million down on October 4th. That was when it was at 354. You're looking for at least double or triple the biggest one you can find out here. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
at a high.
It's got 10 million in it right now.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No doubt. The I gotta close this down. Bonds. Oh, let's go look at bonds. Bond market out here. So bonds. Yeah, I like this setup. Okay, so bonds is this. We get 192,000 contracts traded right now. You're down 20 ticks, and you're going into 469. And you're under the last get-go on the way down, which was 473,000. That low there was 142.06. So you're spiking that low. And when I mean by I like how it's coming into those lows. Volume is contracting. What that is basically saying is that is again a contraction, a rejection of lower price, and bonds still want to go topside.
Quite a sideways trading range, huh?
Oh, the consolidation is unbelievable. I mean, you talk about a long consolidation. That baby has been out there 6 months right now, folks, and there's no doubt. Just common sense wise, it's like I was saying to Larry yesterday. Says, "Man, 160's on it," and of course, that's insane, and I know it's insane.
Exactly.
I absolutely know it is. I mean, but if that takes out that high with volume, we're going, man.
Yeah.
We're going, and that's right. It has, as one of our targets say, you need U.S. dollars to buy U.S. bonds, and bottom line is that's what's going on. One of the targets in here, we're talking about Apple, and Apple is at 487, It's like, okay, do you want 500? Man, 500 is a nice number to want. It's going to be something bizarre. There's no two ways about it. Whatever it is, it's going to be bizarre.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? So additionally on the upside, so right behind Apple, you've got Lorillard Inc., L-O.
Oh, that's they're the ones that kill people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's the cheap cigarette to tobacco.
Oh, is that it? Oh,
yeah.
Is that it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's driving that.
Yeah, there you go. Manufacturer sells cigarettes, $122. The death, isn't it amazing, folks, that that
up over its eyes,
you can actually sell things that kill people? No, seriously, man. I mean, and you think about over the course of time, how it works. Now this pays a 5% dividend, and it's trading at 122. Look at that. Oh man, crazy.
Yeah. Well, so what did they come out with earnings or something?
Let's see.
Is that what
they boosted the dividend by 19%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's on 1.2 million shares already today, and it's been a little bit of a rocket ship. Too.
Yeah. And bottom line is that we get folks in the den saying, yeah, well, like bullets and like sugar. It's not the same thing, folks. You should be able to protect yourself. And sugar, well, sugar's a toss-up. I think one of the big things is going to be salt.
Okay.
Salt, yeah.
There's some good salt, though.
Yeah, I got to find out. I buy that good salt, and I got to find out. Does it boil your blood?
Celtic or Celtic salt?
Yeah, I get the Celtic salt.
Yeah.
But I think it still boils your blood. I remember. Being a kid with the chemistry sets, I used to love throwing all that stuff in and taking a bunch of salt and throw it in. The stink in my room would be amazing.
You had to be a teacher's nightmare in the chemistry lab.
Oh, you know what happened?
Let me see what happens if I mix these.
We had a great chemistry teacher. He didn't care. I went to a technical high school, so it was all science and math. And it was awesome because they had a chemistry lab that was unbelievable. And the teacher I had was unbelievable, right? Yeah. So he would absolutely let us really go to town.
That's great.
And we went to town.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in my room when I was only like 7 or 8 years old, doing the whole chemistry in my room. That was a bad scene, man. By the time I got in high school, I not that I calmed down, but it was a different ball game.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Now this is our lab now.
Yeah.
This is our chemistry.
It absolutely is, man. Absolutely is, no doubt about it. If we go over and we take a look at the small caps. So small caps out here this morning. So the IWM has 17 million. So let's see what we got here. We hit a high with 72, so that's going to need more than that. The small caps are going to need more.
The problem is that they just they've not been able to break through the gap up from February 3rd.
Right.
On any of these ETFs.
Right. No, I know. And the Qs don't want to go down.
You tested, test that area, test the lows, but it just has not been able. Just building, is this massive distribution going on up here at these highs?
Oh yeah, big time.
Keep it going sideways for a bit.
Now, okay, so this is going to be the deal here. The SPYs are the deal right now. So watch this, folks. We came off the highs, and the last tick has some juice on it, meaning that it's trying to move
on the way up.
Yeah, trying to move topside.
Yeah.
So the next 10-minute bar, which is going to start in any minute, is going to be the number. The next 10-minute bar has to get over 8 million. We'll see whether it gets it. It's Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll you'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. But you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
I think it's fun.
Oh, no, that's Tuesdays.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow down 15, NASDAQ is flat, S&Ps are off a couple. You got gold up 17, silver's up 49, platinum is up $1. Light sweet crude's up 92. You got bonds down 20. King dollar is going to be the culprit out there for all you bulls out there. You can't keep it down. You better go get a shotgun and
King dollar or Queen euro.
Yeah, Queen euro. Well, it totally makes sense that the euro would go to the moon. And see, this is what we actually needed. We needed the euro to go test the 132.70.
Yeah.
And now what you need, actually, the euro, I mean, let's put it this way. The euro has to get under the 132.34, which is quite a way from here.
It is. And it's up above the 0.382. 136 is, chart-wise, it's next up.
Yeah. And
if it can move up there. Now, it's got to finish today's trading session.
Right.
So it's still got time to.
Oh, it does.
Still got time to back off.
And Apple still has, let's see. Oh, no, Deke's at the front door.
Front door.
He's going to hang me.
Oh. No.
Zeke, don't worry, man.
That's great.
Don't worry. No, don't let him in. Don't let him in. Oh my God.
Too funny.
Okay, so Apple's up $12 right now. Apple's going to be up $20. That's the real bottom line. You know, I suspect. But you know what? It's going to be over. But by the end of today, what you'll see is you'll see it go up there. You know, you're only $11 away from 500. Might as well go tag it, and then you'll see it. That's it. You know, and when I say that's it, folks, it doesn't mean that. Well, no, that would mean let's see. Then you get a pullback to at least 354.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. When you take a look at the Apple chart and try to identify, you know, where it's headed to, you know, the ABCs, the expansions. I mean, they're all
over them. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But the pullback area. So you know, in the case of Apple, if we go back there, the volume has been the key. So that October 4th area, when it came down into it,
that's right.
You know, with some lighter volume, didn't get all the way down to the bottom, but did certainly reject the top piece of the swing point.
Well, actually, no. Look at this. Now, this is kind of interesting. Okay, so no, Apple can watch. Apple just did an A to B equals C to D by $110.
Okay, so if you just
yeah,
where's that?
Yeah, we do 310.
Yeah,
310 to 426. So you got $1.16. And you add $1.16 onto 3. Look at that. So the A to B equals C to D was 470, 480.
Yeah. So you're doing the ABC,
doing the whole thing.
Going back from where the October area. You're going further back. Okay.
June 13th. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. You know, I'm just ballparking. That's all I'm doing.
That's
but that is an A to B equals C to D. Now the sickest part is that what if it's a 2-to-1 ABC?
Well, actually, if I go all the way back to June, so I start off with the June lows and the looks like 325 up to this is the B point, which is September 20th, and then back down to October 4th. It's almost 1 to 1.272.
Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. So it's got. Oh, look at it. It's got to get.
But all these pushes over 500.
No, it's even better. It's 499.20, right? So 499.20 is the number, man. That is the absolute number. Now, you stay right there, folks, because coming up next, we get the small cap roundup with Kate Stalter.
And Larry.
And then we get our man, so that's going to be from New Mexico. And we go to Tucson with Larry.
That's right.
12 to 1. And then all the way out to California with Ken Shreve, 3 to 4. And then back here, 4 to 6.
Ken's probably going to be up. He's probably going to, he should go up, and he should be our TFNN guy up at the golf tournament up there in Pebble Beach.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And we got to have some TFNN reporters up there.
I'll play that course.
Oh, it's beautiful up there.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. Kate's coming right up with you. She'll answer all your questions. Be growling a problem with you. That's all right. Tigress. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks.
See you tomorrow morning.